So today I'll be reviewing Pokemon Journeys episode 130, the finals part 2, Toy Around. This was the second part of Ash vs Leon in the World Championship Finals, so let's talk about it. So the battle picks up where it left off, with Ash sending out Sirfetch'd to battle Mr. Rime, and the two of them go back and forth with Mr. Rime having the edge, until Ash gets Sirfetch'd to slice through the ice, which I initially thought was his way of breaking the battlefield, but we learned that it was just to destroy Psychic Terrain, which I thought was a genius move by Ash, because it weakened Mr. Rime's attack power by getting rid of the Psychic boost, and with Freeze Dry already gone because of Gengar's cursed body, the battle became that much easier for Ash, which ties into what Leon said at the end of the last episode, where he mentions that in a full battle you should seize victory as a team. So after that, Ash switches into Lucario, who Mega Evolves and battles Mr. Rime at its speed, but after getting Lucario to use its aura to detect its presence, Lucario is able to finish it off with Aura Spear, giving Ash his second win and completing their team victory against Mr. Rime. So after that, Leon switches into Dragapult, who Lucario is able to push back, but after getting hit with the super effective Flamethrower, Ash is forced to switch into Dracovish, who ends up getting toyed with at first, but after getting hit with Dragon Darts, Dracovish is able to grow claws and awaken what Cynthia described as a long dormant power, and with this power, Dracovish is able to trap Dragapult and stop its movements, but that's when Leon implements his strategy to use Dragon Tail to get Ash to switch into Dragonite and then back into Mega Lucario, who we see battle Dragapult, but after getting hit in their clash, Lucario ends up getting paralyzed and Leon uses this opening to attack with a Flamethrower that finishes off Mega Lucario, cutting Ash's team down to 4 and what was probably the most unexpected loss of the battle so far. So after that, Ash ignores Leon's taunt and sends out Dragonite in a battle to turn the tide, and Dragonite was able to really come through for Ash by combining itself with Draco Meteor and spinning the slam Dragapult on the ground, giving itself the win, leaving Leon with only 3 Pokemon. So after he returns Dragapult, Leon says that Ash is the best, but also points out that all of his remaining Pokemon are already worn out. Then we transition to the end of the episode where Leon's Rillaboom is getting ready to take on Ash's Dragonite. This was another great episode that picked up where the last one ended off. There isn't much to overanalyze here, it was all battle focused with Ash and Leon exchanging moves, strategies, and counters to every attack. The biggest highlights of the battle were Sirfetch'd destroying the Psychic Terrain with Fury Cutter, similar to what Hawlucha did back in Kalos when it used X-Scissor to destroy Trick Room, and then Dragonite taking out Dragapult with a Draco Meteor Body Slam, which was similar to what Charizard did to defeat Magmar, and what Ash used in his practice battle with Paul. It was great seeing Ash come up with his own unique counters and tactics mid-battle. It's why he's always been able to get the edge in every battle that he's been in, and why he was able to regain the lead in this battle against Leon. It'll be interesting to see what happens since Leon still has 3 healthy Pokemon to battle against Ash's 4 Pokemon that are already tired. This battle is still going to be an uphill climb for Ash, despite it looking like he has the lead. When it comes to Dracovish's new move, Cynthia described it as an awakened dormant power and Diantha called it a metamorphosis, which kinda sounds like an evolution, but based on what the official Pokemon Anime Twitter account said, this may be a new move that could debut in Gen 9. With Scarlet and Violet coming out later this month, we're likely to find out pretty soon. Now before I wrap this up and talk about the crazy preview, I want to briefly talk about some of the minor things in this episode that I enjoyed. I liked seeing the cameo with Bee watching with Karina and Kalos. I thought that was a nice touch because of the connection with Lucario. I also really enjoyed seeing Dawn. Even though she didn't say much in this episode, I thought her reactions to the battle were great and reminded me of the Diamond and Pearl anime where she was always cheering for Ash. When it comes to the animation for this episode, I thought it was great again. You can tell they worked on this longer than the other episodes because of how well it was paced with no distractions. But animation aside, what I enjoyed the most outside of the battle was the music in this episode. The music added both hype and suspense to the battle, which is something that I really enjoyed. They made use of old soundtracks from Gen 5 and 6 that I haven't heard since the Pokemon League, which is also something that I really liked. It's almost as if they wanted you to think back to those moments in this battle as a reflection of Ash's journey up until this point. I really can't wait to hear what they do for the final part of this battle. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the preview. I don't usually cover them, but I'm making an exception this time because in the preview we see Eternatus, who looks like it's going to be breaking free mid-battle. I'm not sure what this is about, but I hope it happens after the battle so we don't have any distractions. It kinda seems like we're getting a Darkest Day-like event in the anime, but I'm not sure how that could possibly happen with only 2 episodes left. Unless Eternatus is going to join Leon as his 7th Pokemon like in a certain full battle in the games, I'm not sure what else could possibly be happening unless maybe it's going to give one of them extra power so that they get an extra Gigantamax Pokemon. That aside, it also looks like we're getting the climax of this battle with Pikachu versus Charizard. This is what I was expecting to happen, but I thought it would happen in the final episode since this battle is apparently supposed to be 4 parts long, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. With that being said, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. Be sure to leave me your thoughts on this episode in the comment section below. With that being said, thanks for watching and bye.